Okay, so it seems I'm live. Yes, I'm live. It's at least it says live on my setup, so I might be live. Oh, great. So we have another Sunday live, and as the name suggests, it's ask many things. So you can ask the questions. I will try to answer that question. And let's see. So I can also invite you on the screen if you have any questions. So there are two ways of asking question. One, you can ask your question in the chat window. Second, you can also come live in the streaming and you can ask question. So if you have a question, if you want to come live on the screen, I'm sharing a link in the chat window. Using that, you can come online. So you can see I've just shared a link. Use that link and you can join me live here. I guess I'm not showing that link on LinkedIn. So that's the thing. The software which I'm using is not directly sharing anything on LinkedIn. So maybe I have to do it manually. Okay, where is that? Yeah, it's here. Let me just share. Just give me a second. I'm sharing the link with the LinkedIn as well. Okay, I can see a lot of people have already joined. So just one request. If you don't have a question, uh, please go out of the streaming because we only have a limit of 10 people, right? And second, I want your camera to be on. So I will get you on the streaming provided your camera is on, okay? And just give me a wave when I ask so that I can get you here. And Gaurav is actually getting ready to come live, setting the hairs. Gaurav, is the first time you came here, or I've seen your face somewhere? No, the first time. Okay, I can't hear you much. I'm just looking at your expressions and guessing what you're trying to say. Okay, great. Second time. Okay, great. So let me continue this streaming. I will take some questions for sure. Let me just start with it. Okay, the first question, and I was expecting this question, and the question is this is from Vikas Kumar, and the question is, sir, upload JavaScript courses. Oh, I thought it's a question. Okay, so yes, JavaScript videos are on the way. See, the thing is, the way we are making these videos, it is taking a lot of time. Uh, I am doing a lot of research in making content. The problem is, there are two ways of making these videos. One is this is what JavaScript is, and this is what you can do. Now, the approach which I'm taking here is, see, JavaScript is not a straightforward language, first of all. It's a very tricky language. It's not like Java, C, C++, or any other language which the thing is, in those languages, if we say this is what it does, this is what it does. Okay, but now that's not the thing with JavaScript. Things are a bit different. The name convention, the naming conventions, the thing which they say is not exactly how it works behind the scene. So I'm just trying to do proper research so that I can give you proper content and the right content. Next, it is taking huge amount of time for the editing. Any guess how much time it took for the last video to get it edited? So I will be making a blog about it. So this was the first video. I'm not sure if you have seen that video. So I'm talking about the video which I uploaded yesterday, and the topic was the history of JavaScript. Now that video is long. It is 20 minutes, I guess, but it took around 3 days to edit that video. Okay, of course we are not experts in editing. So whatever resources we have, whatever work we can do, we are doing that. So it took around 3 days. So I will just ask you to wait for some time. I don't want to give a course in a rush. I just want to give proper content, so it will take some time. Okay. So next is from Mahesh Babu. I learned everything from you. Okay, that's point. I got a job in Was sure. Oh, that's great. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yes, I'm uploading more videos. I'm uploading a lot of videos now. So there's a lot of things on my to-do list. So we'll try to do one by one. Cool. Okay. Playboy says want to be backend developer. What language I should learn? Okay. So if you want to get into backend development, there are actually a lot of options. You can go with Java, JavaScript, Python. Just you just name a language and most of it can be used for the backend language. There is a backend programming. Now, which is more famous? In the enterprise market, Java is still the leader, but Node.js and JavaScript using Node.js and these are the things coming up now. So you can see what is good for you. Okay, so let me get someone on the screen. So we got Gaurav. Gaurav, you have a question? Wave your hand if you have a question so I can take you there. Cool. So we got Gaurav. Oh, but I can't hear you. That's the issue. Oh, I have not connected my bad.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
Apple. Okay, so it will take some time to connect it. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you, Gaurav. Actually, I'm not using my headphones. That's the issue. Just give me a second. By the time you ask a question, I'm actually using this rod mic here with this rod.
Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, just a second. My audio is getting connected. Okay, I guess I can hear you now. Try saying something.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Yes, Gaurav, go ahead. Your question.
Uh, Sir, so previously also, I guess last to last week I had this conversation with you regarding Java. So yes,
Right.
so now my question is in the upcoming week on Saturday I'll be having an interview for Infosys. So as
Okay.
I have told you previously that I am a QA engineer since last
Mm-hmm.
1.9 years. So
Okay.
what should you means what is your suggestion key? What are the topics? Means only core Java should be enough for me or something else also? What do you think?
Okay, so you're going for which company?
Infosys.
Okay. See, in this case, if you put Java in your profile as so, the thing is, they might not be asking you the questions on Java language itself. They might ask you questions on different languages or different technology. I would say go with the basics of. So, are you applying for Java developer post or?
No, Java developer.
Okay. So my bad. Yeah. So if you're going for Java developer, make sure that you know the basics of Java, the core Java. Basically, I'm talking about exception handling, threads. Those are the important topics which they will play with you. So initially, they will ask you easy questions just to judge you, and then the moment they want to play with you, the moment they want to judge you more, they will go towards threads, exceptions. They will ask you a question maybe on socket programming and also some concepts about the web framework. Maybe knowledge on servlet will be best here. The thing is, they might not focus more on frameworks because most of the company they have their own frameworks to work with. So not everyone uses Spring, right? So they have their own framework. They might be having some modified version of Spring. So make sure that your basic concepts are clear. Example in servlets, everything is based on servlets, right? So even Spring framework uses servlets behind the scene. So refresh on those skills as well and
In,
prepare for and learn in such a way that you'll be able to answer a question in few words. Now, what happens is when you want to explain something, we do get carried away with different concepts. So try to explain threads in maybe in 30 seconds or 1 minute. So you can do it by yourself. Take a mobile phone, take a question, try to explain that, set a stopwatch. It's not just do you know the concept. It's also about can you explain that in few words. So that is something they also judge.
so according to you, means in most of the interview questions which I saw on YouTube, so it was not specific that whether or not it is for fresher or for 3 years or 4 years. So I heard means I saw that few of them were even asked questions regarding Spring also. So as per means whatever resume which I have provided them, I haven't mentioned about Spring, and I have written there that I am a QA engineer. So
Okay.
means should I expect any question from Spring or not?
Um, so the interview which I faced and I have seen, we don't actually focus more on frameworks, but
Okay.
they might ask you some questions on the core Spring or dependency injection, the concept basically. They will not ask you the code at that point, but they might ask you some questions on the initial basis. The best thing is you can simply say you don't know if you don't know it. Example, if you don't know Spring Framework, that's completely fine. They will hire you based on your Java skills because framework is something you can learn any day, right? So learn basics of Java. Learn if you get enough time. Learn basics about Spring as well. Maybe dependency injection. But in case if you don't know it, and if they're asking question, it's okay to say I don't know it. Right? So frameworks is something you can learn anytime. But make sure that your basic concepts is very clear about threads, the requests, and I mean the servlet concepts I'm talking about, and how Java works behind the scene. What is heap? What is stack? What is garbage collections? Those concepts, those topics are very important. Does that make sense?
That is from my side.
Oh, great, great. So all the best, Gaurav, and be confident. Don't be nervous, and don't
Thank you.
make sure that you have a proper sleep before the interview because that's something does affect your performance in the interview. Great. Thank you so much, Gaurav. Let me get someone else. Anyone want to come online to ask a question? We got JP. Is it your name? JP, raise your, I mean, wave your hand if you want to come on screen. Okay, great. Hey, hi, JP. Is that your name, JP, or is it a short name?
Yeah, Jeffka, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hey, hi, good evening. Your
Yeah,
question, JP. I love your background. It's pure
sir.
white. Are you sitting for passport photo or
Yeah,
something?
no, no, no. It is all painted with white wash.
Okay, that looks good. Yes, go ahead with the question.
Yeah, yeah, sir. My question is, sir. Actually, I am in fourth semester of my MSc, and I have
Hmm.
interest in hacking. But I'm confused. Is it
Okay.
good choice? Because I am not financially strong. I have great interest in
Hmm.
hacking, but I am not financially strong. So I am confused. Should I go for MTech in PhD or MTech in cybersecurity? So please guide me.
So the first option was MTech with PhD.
Uh, I'm tech in cybersecurity or either go. I'm preparing for PhD.
Okay. Okay. See, uh, if you look at the current scenario, it doesn't matter what technology you want to learn. So the best thing about you is you have interest, right? That's very important. Most of the people they don't even know what they like. So when they ask me what should I learn and should I go for this, the question is, do you like it? The best thing about you is you have interest in that, and this is one of the best field as of now, the cybersecurity field. It's not that it's new, it's there from a long time, but the thing which is happening now, people are more concerned about security. When companies are more concerned about security, the future of the backend technology, or the way you store data will be blockchain, right? So what you can do is cybersecurity, you can go for it. Since you're doing MTech, that will be a great opportunity for the company as well, because most of the companies are looking for qualified people who can work on those technologies. If the question is, will I get a job after this? Of course, if you're doing it properly, you will get a job, and there's no financial dependency on that. Second question, can I learn it for free? Obviously, there are so many tutorials available. It's just that, the difference between paid course and free course is the content is almost same. It's just that they are scattered. In the paid course, you get everything structured. In the free courses, you just have to look around. You will get some content here, you will get some content there. You might have to give extra time, but you can learn everything what you want to learn. Doesn't matter if it's cybersecurity or machine learning or IoT. Everything is available on the internet for free. It's just that it takes some time to research it, right? So don't worry about. I mean, don't stop your goals just for the financial dependency, right? So you can if you have interest, go for it. So I would suggest go for MTech cybersecurity. Uh, but then you will be keeping PhD aside, right? For that,
Yeah,
do you really want to do PhD or it's something a family
I
pressure
am
or something?
interested in both. But if I will complete MTech in cybersecurity, then after getting more knowledge, then I can proceed to PhD easily.
Of course, yeah, of course,
I will
yeah. That should be the best
because
option.
if direct, yeah. Sir, one question or one
Yeah,
more
please.
question. As I am I am 13 of age, so will it be hurdle for to get job in future?
Your age is 30, right?
Yeah.
Uh, that depends. That depends. If you are applying in a, see, I mean, there are different type of interviews which people conduct. If you are going for mass recruitment, so example, if you go to a place where they want to hire 100 people or 200 people, and there are thousands of people who want to join, that's not the best place to get a job for you. What you can do is improve your skills, prove yourself, and directly apply for a particular position. Don't go for mass recruitment. Go for specific requirements, and then you will get a job. Age actually doesn't matter, but in the mass recruitment, they will filter out based on the age. Don't go for that. Go for specific requirement vacancies. So age will not be the big factor.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, great. Thank you, JP, for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, who's next? First of all, let me just take a. So wave your hand if you want to be in this stream because I can't see all your faces. Wave your hand if you want to come in the stream. So I can see we got Arjun, Bushy, and Sai. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name properly, Bushy. Okay. Okay. So wave your hand in case if you are in the streaming. I can see a lot of people are not in streaming that they are waving the hand. If you want to join the streaming, I've shared a link. Let me just do that once again. You can use this link to join. Okay. Next question from Tushar. Why learning web development is so hard? Two reasons, Tushar. First, you are not that excited about web development. Second, you're not able to find good resources. Trust me, if you're interested and if you get a good resource, it's damn easy. Yeah, the thing is you can't learn everything in a day or month. So if you watch a video example, in fact, I have my videos by saying learn JavaScript or learn Python in 7 hours, but no, you can't do that. Yes, the video is of 7 hours, but it takes months to complete the entire course. Okay, so give some time and you will be able to learn it. Okay, let me just get Bushy on the screen. Hey, hi. First of all,
Hello,
pronounce
how
your
are
name.
you?
Yeah, I'm good. What about you?
I'm good. Hey, I'm happy to be talking to my hero face to face online.
Thank you so much. First of all, how do I pronounce your name?
Uh, Bushy.
Bushy. Okay, that's right. Okay, so I was right.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. Your question. First of all, where are you from?
yeah. I'm from South Africa, Johannesburg.
Oh, oh, that's great. In fact, last week as well, we got someone I forgot his name who was from South Africa. So maybe that's one of the places where people watch my videos. That's great.
Yeah, yeah. When I started learning Java. I started with your videos back in 2017, I think. And right now, I have like
Okay.
4 years working experience because of your videos. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
So
So what's hot? So what's hot in South Africa? Which language, which technology they are preferring more?
okay, so a lot of banking industries are using Java. I'm working in a banking industry, FNB. If you know
Okay.
FNB, right? First National Bank.
Heard about
Yeah.
it.
So
Yeah, heard
yeah,
about
we
it.
use Java. So we're using Spring Boot, all
Okay.
these cloud technologies. So
Hmm.
the reason I wanted to come here is because I think I've gained a lot of working experience, but I still get some confusion when it comes to other technologies like especially cloud now, because I've recently joined
Okay.
a team that use a lot of cloud services. So I think
Hmm.
I'm getting fluent with stuff with microservices, Spring Boot, and all
Hmm.
Java language itself. Because I did the Java uh,
Okay.
certificate for Java 11. But then now
Hmm.
the challenge that I get is this thing of automated deployment. Maybe I can write a good code, but when it comes to taking it to production, it becomes a challenge
Hmm.
from my side. Deploying it to OpenShift, all those things. So I wanted some guidance there. I tried to find a course on Udemy that might help me, but I'm not really having a lot of clue where to start.
Your company is using OpenShift. That's what that was saying.
Yeah, we're using OpenShift and Bamboo for automated deployments. Yeah,
Okay. The thing is with OpenShift, it's from Red Hat, right?
yeah,
OpenShift
yeah,
is not that famous, and we don't find enough resources for it. When it comes to Amazon and Google Cloud, there are so many resources to work with. And one thing I've observed, not every developer is good with the deployment phase, deployment stuff, because your mind works in a different way. You
yeah,
want to solve problems, you want to code. Suddenly, when you say, "Hey, now everything is done, it's time to deploy the application." Initially, it is tough. It takes time. Most of the time, we have different people who are experts in deployments. So we have
yeah,
operation team. They will give you the pipeline, and you just have to follow the steps and deploy the application. But I've also seen some of the teams they do it by themselves. Example, we have DevOps. The same team make the application. The same team deploy the application. So they have to do everything from scratch. Initially, it will be difficult. So what I would suggest is go step by step. Don't deploy big applications. Create a small application. Try to deploy that on OpenShift. I believe OpenShift has a good documentation because 5 years back, somewhere in 2016 or 17, I I started working on Red Hat OpenShift, which is very different from what it is now.
yeah.
OpenShift was different earlier, and it took me some time to understand that because I was understanding Amazon because we have so many resources for that, but when it comes to OpenShift, we were not having enough resources. So I went with the documentation. They have amazing documentation online. I went with all the documentation. I followed every steps, and then while doing those steps, I understood, okay, this is what you can do, this is what you can do, and I deployed my application there. In fact, my first website was deployed on OpenShift. And I also made some videos on OpenShift, but those are deprecated now because they have a different way of working. So I would suggest the best resource is documentation. Try to explore
Okay,
that. And Bushi, that's the best thing. Doesn't matter in future which technology you work with. I know we have this tendency of searching something on YouTube or Udemy. That should be your first step. If you want to learn something, go to YouTube, search about technology. But if you want to master it, documentations and articles are the best place.
okay. That's
Yeah,
good.
so
I
go with the
never really,
documentation.
yeah, I never really like took that serious of looking into documentation. Usually, I'll go to websites and check how to do this, and then maybe
Yeah,
that time I'm using someone's knowledge, which is also limited at some point. So I think that's
true,
a good idea to look into
true,
documentation.
true. Yeah, and you pointed out right. So maybe the videos which you're watching or documentation which I mean sorry, the websites you're referring to, even they might not be having the perfect knowledge, and you can't guarantee what they're saying is right.
Yeah.
Right? So documentation will give you the exact things, and especially if you're using that for the professional project for your company, you have to be correct.
Okay.
Yeah? So
Thanks
go with
so
the
much.
documentation.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I think that's the only question that I had today. I'm just
Oh,
speechless. I
great.
wasn't expecting to be here, so that's why I don't know what to ask.
No problem, no problem. So you can join next time when you have a question.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for joining, Bushi. Bye.
Bye.
Mm, okay, we got Sai Kumar. Hi. So I will add you next, Sai Kumar. So let me just take few questions from the chat. Okay, a lot of people are trying to join this streaming, but unfortunately is not able to because of the limit. Okay, just a second, guys. I'm taking your question. Okay, so we got a question from Prasanna. Have you invested on cryptocurrency? Is it should I some is it something should I reveal online? Maybe yes. I have invested some amount. In fact, have already done that before, I guess, in some life. Yes, I have done some investment in cryptocurrencies for two reasons. One, I am in this domain, the domain of blockchain, so I want to explore all the options. So that's why I have invested few, something in Ethereum, something in Bitcoin, and something with Dogecoin just to experiment. And everyone knows how things are going for Dogecoin. But I'm not dependent on those cryptocurrencies as of now. It's not a huge investment. Uh, if something goes up, that's a good thing, right? I've invested some in that case. But yeah, I will not suggest everyone to do that. Do a proper research. You want to say something? You want to add something here? See, every time I talk about cryptocurrencies, my wife looks at me and says, say something. Do you want mic? Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm taking Sai Kumar on the screen. Hey, hi, Sai Kumar.
Hi sir,
How
how
are
are you?
you? Yeah, I'm doing good. What about you?
Yeah, good sir, good as well.
Great. Your question, Sai Kumar.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for accepting me, sir.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I love to interact with people, especially the way we are doing now, the YouTube live. I'm enjoying it. The way. Uh, so if you remember last, I don't know from how long you're following this channel, but last year, before, not last year, 2 years back before COVID, uh, I used to do a lot of meetups. So meetup is something where I can actually interact with people, right? Actually see uh, how things are going. And after 2 years, we got a platform where you can actually talk to each other. So I'm enjoying it, Sai.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm the guy who is doing machine learning right now.
Okay.
Yeah, my question is regarding to that. What is the current status of development of machine learning and using of machine learning in our India, sir? Is it well developed or it's now developing?
It's still developing. It's still developing. Depend upon what sector you are into. So machine learning is getting used in a lot of different places. So you name a domain, it is getting used maybe very heavily or lightly, but it is getting its shape in most of the domains now. Uh, in India, we still don't have enough people who knows machine learning. So there are two things here. First, so when you say you are into machine learning, are you expert in machine learning? Are you a beginner? So when you say you're a beginner, it simply means you have watched few tutorials online and then you did some experiment, you did some examples. You can call yourself as a machine learning developer, but you just know it. The other aspect is you can actually make big projects, not big projects, but at least you can solve real life issues with the help of machine learning models. If you are in the second zone, you will sure shot get a job. Okay, we have a huge demand in India as well. It will take some time because due to COVID, not a lot of companies are actually looking for hiring because of they are still facing losses and stuff. But jobs are still there. Once these things get normal, everything gets normal, there will be huge amount of opportunities for machine learning or whatever technology which is coming up now. But make sure you are good at something which you're saying. Don't just be someone who just learn something online, and because we have this tendency, right? So when you learn something, you feel you know it, but you don't know it. When you try to make applications, then you realize, hey, I don't actually know the concept. But if you know the concept, you have a good future. Don't worry. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir, that makes sense. But uh, I think beginners don't get experienced guys will get the jobs easily, but beginners will get a job in machine learning or not, sir, in the beginning
Y-
itself.
you will. It's just that you have to prove yourself. As a beginner, see, no company. Sorry, what was it? Yeah. So no company want to hire someone who don't know stuff. So even if you're a fresher, make sure that you know stuff. So when you go for the interviews, you have to prove yourself. So even before going for a job, make sure that you make some dummy examples, some dummy projects for yourself, and you can showcase that, and they will hire you. I've seen a lot of people they joined a company using as a fresher in machine learning domain. So you
Yeah,
will still
thank you,
get a
sir.
job. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure, sir.
Yeah, yeah, great. Thank you, Sai, for coming online. Let me just take who's next. Okay, let me just get some questions on the from the chat first. Okay, there are so many questions. I'm just going up and okay. So we got a question from one. What's the name? Doesn't matter. So how to start blockchain hands-on, from where, and what are the prerequisites for going into hardcore development? Okay. See, when it comes to blockchain, we have so many options right now. People still think blockchain is Bitcoin and Bitcoin is blockchain. But if you keep that aside, blockchain has so many domains. We have, I mean, so there are so many platforms actually. We have Ethereum, we have Corda, we have Hyperledger Fabric, we have. I mean, you just go to Google and search for blockchain platforms. You can find bunch of them. The most famous as of now is Ethereum in public blockchain. In private blockchain, few companies are using Hyperledger Fabric, few companies are using Corda, and then there's so many others platform as well. If you are getting started, depend upon in which field you want to work in. I would suggest go for Ethereum first, at least the basics of it. If you are joining a company, most of the companies are actually using private blockchains for privacy. So they are using Hyperledger Fabric or Coda. So in this case, I would suggest go start with Ethereum, learn Ethereum, make some projects in Ethereum, and then move towards Hyperledger Fabric. Now the question is from where you can learn that. As I mentioned before, we have an open platform. Go to Google, search for the things, and you can learn it. Again, as I mentioned before, there's only one difference between free courses and paid courses. In paid courses, you get everything structured, spoon feeding. In free courses, you have to look around, right? So, and prerequisite would be for Ethereum, learning JavaScript and this concept of distributed computing, and you should be good. In fact, I'm planning to make videos on Ethereum once I complete JavaScript, or maybe at least half of it. Okay, next question. Let me just get who want to be on this screen. Vijay, your camera is on. Okay, we got Priyanka. Hey, hi, Priyanka.
Hi Naveen, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm good too.
Yeah, great. So normally,
Actually, I'm work. Yeah,
yeah, go on.
sorry.
Go with the question. Go on. Your question.
Actually, I'm 2 years of experience and I'm working on CPQ. Can you tell me
CPQ.
what is the future aspect? Yeah, CPQ.
The problem is I don't know CPQ, so I can't talk about the future of it. How do you? What's the full form of it? Maybe I know the.
Kate quote like
No idea. No idea.
no idea.
Heard it for the first time. So heard it for the
Okay.
first time. So maybe I will do some research. It is
Actually,
CPQ, right?
yeah, CPQ.
Okay, so I will do some research, and maybe next time when you come live, I might be able to answer that. And just for everyone, so normally on this channel we
I
don't
want to know
have.
the future aspects of this.
Okay, surely. So what I will
It's
do is I
for
will do some
Oracle.
research.
Okay.
So it is for. Okay, I guess there's a
Oracle
delay.
CPQ, Salesforce CPQ, like.
Okay. Okay, what I will do is in the next live, I will just do some research on this if I get enough time. Yeah, I can see that it is configured price and code. Okay, no idea.
Present
I'm
code.
saying this for the first time. Yeah, maybe next time I will
Okay.
just read it and able to answer that.
Okay. No problem.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah. So thank you so much, Priyanka, for coming on the stream.
Thank you.
Okay, now this is for everyone. So normally on this platform, we have a huge gender gap. right? So 80, I guess 80% male and 20% female. Maybe is it the same with tech domain? I'm not sure. I just want to understand why we have that huge gender gap, at least learning online. So, okay, next I'm taking Suraj Singh Rajput. Oh, with a complete setup. You're on mute, Suraj. You are on
Sorry,
mute.
sir. Sorry. Actually, I was muted. Thank you
Okay, no
for
problem.
being me in live, sir. Actually, I'm very
Oh, that's
excited to
amazing.
live. That's why I'm on setup, sir. Actually,
Okay, what is that
I
setup basically, sir?
actually, sir, very soon I'm going to start my podcast.
Oh, okay.
It might be I will invite you for that also, sir.
Oh,
If
I
we
would
have
love to
connection.
join. I would
Thank
love
you,
to
sir. Thank
join.
you. Actually, so basically, I have a few questions regarding what to do for ethical hacking. Actually, currently I'm studying BTech second year student, and I love to watch your videos. Right?
Okay, thank you so much. But I'm not into ethical hacking, so I'm not sure. So what you can do is you just go to. So we have this very famous trend going on YouTube, the roadmaps. Go to YouTube and search for the roadmap for ethical hacking. It's just that I'm not into it, so I don't even know the steps. One thing is sure, you need to learn cryptography. You need to learn about networking. You need to learn about at least one language. That's something I
So
know. Apart from that, I'm not sure what is the complete steps.
actually, sir, I'm asking one more question. I'm having. So
Yeah,
should I
please go on.
actually I also want to prepare for GATE as well, but I'm
Okay,
very much interested in ethical hacking. So what should I
okay.
have to do for as of now? Actually, currently I'm in second year, as I told earlier.
Uh, can't you do both? I mean, you want to go for gate and you also want to be into ethical hacking. You can do both, right? You don't have to choose one. You can prepare. The only thing is you have to give more time.
Okay.
Now, you're giving gate for what? For doing MTech in future?
Yeah, definitely, sir. I want to take in future
And are you
definitely, sir.
interested in doing? Are you interested in doing MTech in future, or just that
Yeah,
is everyone doing it?
definitely. Yeah. No, sir. I am very much interested in doing MTech as maybe MS.
Then you have to do both. You don't have a choice. So initially, you can start with ethical hacking course, at
Okay.
least learn the basics of it. It's just that you have to give more time, and sometimes we feel that we don't have enough time. But if you make a proper timetable, you can see where is a place where I'm wasting my time, or I can optimize it. Optimize your timetable, and you will be able to learn multiple things together.
Okay. I think I might be open to okay. Hello. I stuck. What happened?
Okay, so can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Okay, so something went wrong. So I don't know if you know about this, but I
Yeah.
am in Mumbai and there is a cyclone coming towards us. Not exactly Mumbai, but it's scary. So the climate is very bad and there's a power failure.
Yeah.
So if you lose me
Okay, sir.
again, because of the internet connection, so we had a power failure here. Yeah. So where was I? I was talking about something and lost the connection.
Okay, sir. Could you please pardon what you have earlier explained, sir?
I forgot what I was explaining. Just a second. Just a second. Right is back. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Great. Going on. Yeah. Just a second. Yeah, so what I would suggest is do both. Optimize your time and do on both the sides. Learn ethical hacking and do gate preparation as well. Give more time. So what I have observed is if you can optimize your timetable, you can learn multiple things. That's what I'm doing now. So I'm learning multiple things together. I'm learning something for other projects. I'm learning something for the YouTube. So you can do that. Okay, so don't stop something because you want to do something else. You can do it parallelly.
Okay, thank you, sir. That's my question.
Oh, that's great. And let me know when you want to go for the podcast. Send me a mail on connect@telesco.com.
Okay, sir. Connect at the rate telescope.com. Definitely, sir. I will
Yeah.
mail you. Sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
sure.
sir.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much, Suraj. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
You want to say something again? Okay. Next, wave your hand if you want to join the streaming. Okay, I can see so many people connected, but no one is waving their hand. Okay, this is a question from the great programmer, and the great programmer is no, is a very frequent watcher or someone who comes to live every time we have a live session, even the Hindi channel. And the question is, when is the next JS live on the Disco Live? The thing is, the timing is not working. So when I come live in the morning, no one is joining, and everyone says, "Hey, let's have in the evening so that we can join." So I'm just trying to find a proper time. I'm rescheduling my stuff so that we can do live session in the evening, and soon we'll again start it. Okay, that's right. So Suraj has hacked the live streaming, and that's why I went offline. Cool, cool. Let me just go with what is your hype about? What is the hype about Picoin? I'm not sure what Picoin is. Need to search about that. It's just that there are so many coins now, and most of the coins are hype. Some are real. Example, Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can depend upon that, but other coins are still risky. Okay, let me just get Ajinkya on the streaming. Hi, Ajinkya.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Before we go ahead, Ajinkya, I will ask you to ask. I mean, tell everyone to like the video. I will take a break between.
Naveen sir is one of the greatest
Oh,
one of the greatest YouTuber. You should definitely like him, sir. I would like to tell you one thing that whenever I
yeah,
search any video on YouTube, I don't
yeah.
search it like Python tutorials or Java tutorials. I search it like Telescope Python tutorials, sir. I am so
Oh,
fond.
thank you so much. And that's the added pressure now. So next time when you want to learn something, and if you don't find the video, send me the video name. I will try to make a video on that.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I know many applications. I mean, I know many programming languages. I know HTML, CSS, Python, Java, C. But the only problem is that I can make anything, but when I want to get the audience in everything, and I've published many websites of myself. I have 4 to 5 websites. But the moment I
Okay,
want to get a large audience, I have a great problem. I can get minimum 200 to 300 visitors per day, but not more than that. I mean, it's a great
okay.
issue.
Welcome to the real world, Ajinkya. That's the problem. See, as a developer, we are not great with marketing. So I'm not talking about everyone, but by default, not everyone knows about marketing. Example, you have spent how much 4 to 5 years learning programming, learning all these technologies. How much time you have spent? Okay, is it freezed or is it my network issue? Okay, no issue. I think it's good, right? Okay, great. So yeah, I was saying we spend a lot of time learning about technologies, right? So if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a creator of technologies, or if you want the audience to use it, you have to make sure that you also learn about marketing. Uh, so we don't spend enough time in learning marketing stuff. So what I would suggest, Ajinkya, is spend some time in learning about marketing, how to hype things, how to market your product, so those things, because we don't have those instinct in ourselves. Learn marketing skills. Don't do MBA for it, but You will find a lot of videos online how to market
Yes.
stuff.
Yes, sir. Sir, and one more question, sir. Are you going to
Yeah.
upload a series about AWS or something?
AWS is not in my list as of now. So first, I want to finish JavaScript. I have next coming up on Ethereum, then Hyperledger Fabric. There are so many things on the list. So AWS will take some time. I want to make videos, but the thing is, I don't have enough time to do everything.
Thank you, sir. Sir, it was so
Yeah,
great to talk with you, sir. Thank you.
yeah, same here, Ajinkya. So I hope everyone liked the video, as Ajinkya just asked everyone. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ajinkya.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, there's a question from again. Oh, not this one. Okay, the problem was not having structured resources for Ethereum in compared to. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't have structured resources of blockchain as of now, so that's the plan. I will be making a structured course. Okay, I'm tired now. Let me take two more on this screen. Who want to join the streaming? Wave your hand. I can get you on the screen. Okay, Mohan is excited. Hi, Mohan.
Hi, hi, big fan from Tamil Nadu, Telescope fan.
Oh, great.
Hello.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear you. I can hear you.
okay. I'm here. I'm a final year student, BCC, and
Okay.
I want to first of all thank you for making me a strong foundation in programming. Because you and some other YouTube channels only make a strong foundation in our career itself. Now I'm
Oh,
into
thank you so
career
much.
because of your strong foundation. Okay, and and many of your institutions failed what you have done. Large
Oh, thank
institutions
you. Thank you so much.
you
Thank you
doing
so much.
you are doing single man army, whatever thousands of staffs combined and doing, you doing it single man.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
And for everyone, this is not a sponsored or this is no. I have not paid him to say this online. Okay, so,
No, I'm that's so funny.
yeah. Yes, Mohan,
This
your
from my
question.
heart. This from my heart, not from
Oh, thank you so
selfish.
much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So, how
No,
is the
no
situation
problem.
in Tamil Nadu?
Yeah, it's pretty gone. Was famous all over India, but we need to be keep safe by not going outside. Only we need to do now. Only
Yeah,
thing is
that's important. Yeah.
it in
So,
each and every state where they we are calculating at least one case per each day.
right, right.
Now it's
So
okay.
that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, when we normally blame institutions, governments for not handling the situation, but as a citizen of this country, it's our responsibility to stay safe. Try to stay indoor. Don't go out. Wear mask. Social distancing. So this is important. So everyone, please follow that, and surely this thing will get normal. And you do get vaccinated the moment you get a slot. I hope they will be getting with next
Yeah,
vaccines in few weeks. Great. So thank
keep,
you, Mohan, for coming to the
yeah,
stream.
yeah.
Any questions you have?
No man, no. Okay, be
Okay.
safe
Thank you so much.
and all.
Yeah, thank you so much, and keep
Yeah,
watching the videos.
yeah. Now
Yeah,
also forever.
yeah. Okay. Bye bye. Oh, that was good. That was good. Do we have any questions in the chat? Okay, share link when next will start session. Yes, I will do that. So normally I do inform before going live. Let's see. And someone says Mohan is so sweet. Yes, that's right. Who want to join next? Wave a hand if you want to join this streaming. People who are in the streaming, first of all, in the backstage. I can see Naneshwar Reddy is giving a huge smile there. You are on mute.
Hello, Naveen sir.
Hey, hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. My backend technology is Django, so
Uh,
I am doing some basic projects on that.
we'll take you
Can you
again.
please give?
Where is Gaurav? Okay. Hey, hi, Gaurav.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm a big fan
I
of
can't
yours.
hear anyone. What's wrong? Is it my
Sir,
issues with the mic?
hello. Hello.
Oh, so sorry. My
Hello,
Bluetooth got
sir.
disconnected. Just a second. Just a second. There's something wrong with my setup.
Sir.
I thought something wrong from your side. Hey, hi, Gaurav. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Sir, I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of yours.
Oh, thank you so
So,
much, Gaurav. Again, I have
sir, I'm
not paid
learning.
every one of you to say that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm learning JavaScript, and I want to ask something about the WebAssembly. So,
Okay.
what is the future of WebAssembly to integrate with JavaScript?
Not
Future?
sure. So I'm doing a lot of research in JavaScript, but I've not reached to the point of WebAssembly.
Okay.
I will be doing a lot of study on that as well.
So,
So the thing is, see,
do,
JavaScript is something which I know I have worked on, but it's not something I have ever taught in the corporate. This is the first time I'm teaching JavaScript. Okay, so I'm not an
yes, sir.
expert in JavaScript as of now, but I'm doing a lot of research. I'm doing my study for the course. Soon, if once I complete JavaScript, I will explore WebAssembly as well, and I will try to compare, uh, and
So, can
we'll
you
talk about the
suggest
future as
me?
well.
So,
Sorry.
should I be learning WebAssembly for that? Can you,
You
sir,
should. You should. The thing is, if you know JavaScript, it's better to also upgrade yourself to WebAssembly because I heard
because
it's a
you
good
see,
complement to JavaScript.
I know C, so will I be better than to integrate with the JavaScript world?
Yeah, it should be. It should be. So I'm not sure, but I have seen it somewhere that WebAssembly is an uh, it gives complements to JavaScript.
Yes,
So it's a
sir.
good to learn technology. It's just that
And sir,
I have not explored it yet.
sir, I'm a final year student, and in my classmates, everyone is learning machine learning. So I'm not a
Okay.
big fan of machine learning. So is it bad or what? I have two experience,
Okay.
2 years of experience in JavaScript.
Okay, that's great. That's great. The thing is, the world is moving because
Yes,
of the internet now, right? So whatever you see on the internet, so there are so many things. Example, let's say if we talk about technologies in the market, there are so many technologies. We have blockchain, machine learning, then we have IoT, then we have cloud. Whatever is getting trended on YouTube, people follow that. Example, machine learning was trending, right? So every YouTuber wanted to talk about machine learning,
yes, sir.
and people thought, hey, that's trendy, let's run it. And that's why everyone is doing that. And I always follow this. If everyone's doing it, you don't do it. If you are doing the same thing, you have to compete with them. Create your own domain, create your own path so that there's no competition. You are the first one. If you fail, it's okay. You were the first one there. Right? And if you succeed, that's great. You were the first one to succeed.
Because
Uh,
WebAssembly is also new in the market right now.
yeah, right.
Much
So
want, yeah.
yeah, you can do that. See, if you want to do something new, what everyone is not doing, you should do it. There should not be any questions on should I do it,
Okay.
at least in your mind. Start with it. What's the worst thing will happen? It might not be useful in the future. That's fine. You know something, right? You know something which others don't know. And it's a good to have skills, WebAssembly, whatever you learn. Uh, just that you're
Sir,
not learning something very old, you're completely fine.
would you be posting the series on WebAssembly after JavaScript series?
No, not in the plan. I might make one video explaining about WebAssembly, but I'm not thinking
Okay.
about making a course on it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, sir. Had a great time
yeah,
with you.
yeah. Same here, Gaurav. It's just that don't follow your classmates.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Gaurav. Okay, we got Ganeshwar waiting here. I
Yeah,
hope I'm
hello, Naveen.
pronouncing your name properly. Hey,
Yeah,
hi.
it's Jnaneswar Reddy.
Oh, that's great. I love your smile.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So, actually, I want to get some suggestions from you. So, I am doing Django as my backend language, that is backend framework. So, I have
Hmm.
done some basic projects on it. So, basic CRUD APIs and all. So, can you suggest some quality projects so that it will add up to my profile?
Okay, project suggestions, right? So there are two things you can do here. First, you can recreate some existing applications. I mean, if you learn these things from other tutorials, what they do is they try to mimic Facebook, they try to mimic Flipkart or Amazon. You can do that. It's just that create your own flavors to it. Example, if you are mimicking, let's say Flipkart, try to add your own features, try to mimic it in a different way, different styling, different way of checking out, different way of adding products. That's one thing you can do. The second way is completely new. So look around yourself. As an IT people, we are magicians. We can solve all the issues of the world, right? At least virtually. So look around you, what problems you can see, and try to solve that. Example, when I was getting started with my career, I used to see a lot of problems in around me, especially in the sector of education. One of the reasons why I am into YouTube is because I have seen the structure of education in India. Not every college is able to teach the way they should teach. So that's the problem I was trying to solve. And second, also made applications for education, but it didn't work the way I wanted, so it got scrapped. But look around you. There might be a lot of issues, and solve that. And if you solve with that, there are two things here. One, you will learn a lot of different stuff because every time you work on new projects, every day you learn something new. And second, if that is successful, you can actually solve real issues, and you
Yeah,
can add
that's all.
that in your portfolio.
Thank you so much for adding me.
Thank you so much, Ganeshwar. I
Bye.
love your smile. Be there on the backstage. Every time I feel demotivated, I see your photo there.
Sure, sure.
Okay, just a second. Uh, love marriage, arranged marriage. Okay, there's a question in the chat window about which is better, love marriage or arranged marriage. We'll have a separate video on it. This type of this topics needs a separate series, the entire series, right? Cool, cool. Let me just go with next question. We got Naveen here. Where is Naveen? Hey, hi Naveen.
Hi, hi. Hello,
With a
sir.
different spelling.
Yeah.
Why do we even have double A in the Naveen? So every time someone send me a mail, they refer me as NAVEEN. So
I think mine is the general one, and you're the old one. That's why you're doing the old things and good things
yeah.
better.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I would love to go for 6 letters name.
Right.
Great.
So my question is, I have been working in a non-technical department. So it's basically I have done B.Tech in electronics and communication. So
Mhm.
it was a lower, you can say, very medium university, and I come from a lower middle family. So I had to start my job anyhow. I did not have any kind of knowledge in uh, core technical thing. So I just started with a technical support profile, and since then I have been stuck there because my salary is increasing, and now it's been 3 years and I get a decent salary, you can say, but I'm not happy here. Means I just want to switch to IT. I have even tried to learn many things. Like I start with C for some days, and I just my mind just get diverted because I know somewhere that if I switch now, I would have to start from somewhere around 10, 15, or at max 20 because I know myself that I'm not extraordinary person. I can't get into Amazon directly. Um, instead of having too much of knowledge because I don't have that at present. So I'm just confused what to do. I do not want to pursue in this career, and I cannot leave the job. I cannot afford because I'm the only person earning in the family, and I cannot afford to go back way less to way less salary than I'm earning now. So how
Okay,
to
that's
switch? Yeah,
okay. That's a very good question, Naveen, and I love your honesty. So, you know, but okay. So the situation you are into is actually very common. Some people do address that. Some people believe that they're enjoying their job because just because they're earning money. A lot of people they work for a company just because they wait for that day when they get salary, right?
yeah,
So that's a good thing. You're at least addressing it that you don't enjoy your work. You want to switch. Now the problem is, as you mentioned before, when you switch, you will be considered fresher in the world of IT, and you can't risk your job now because of course the salary will be less. So the best option which I can see now is learn technology, whatever technology you like. Maybe you can go for JavaScript or C. Why I'm referring JavaScript here is because it is easy to learn and quickly you can get some projects to work on. The other technologies, let's say Java, it will take a lot of time and it's good for future. But to get started, I would say start with JavaScript and don't leave your job. No, don't. I'm not. I'm assuming that you don't have 10 hours a day work there, right? It might be 6 to 7 hours. Do you
it's
get enough
around 10
time
hours.
to work? 10 hours. Okay, that's tricky then.
It's around actually the shift timing is 2 to 11 afternoon shift it is. So
Okay.
I'm working from home permanently. So it's not like that I cannot manage to get 3 4 hours. I can easily manage that.
Yeah. So what you can do
Within-
is you can do some freelancing work parallelly. You can learn. Freelancing will give you two advantage. One, you can earn money. Second, you can brush your skills. I mean, you can actually learn something new. So start with freelancing parallelly with your current job, right? And maybe for at least 1 year or two, 1.5 year, do that. At one point, you will be earning enough from freelancing. You can leave your current job and look for the job in IT, and you can do both the things parallelly. One for money, and one for excitement.
Yeah, the thing is that which language should I go for? I have learned from your Python series till oops, and after that I just I could not continue with that, and I'm also following your JavaScript tutorials, but I do not get connected till to them till the last thing. So, and I'm
I mean,
also trying to get to
you're not
high.
enjoying JavaScript. Is that you're saying, or
No, I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that
okay,
actually. But
okay,
I'm thinking that that is mainly of a front end thing. You can mainly develop the website. That is the main purpose. And I want to get to that blockchain technology. I have seen your most of the videos, and I want to get to blockchain because I think somewhere that that is the future, as you also see that.
right,
So
right,
the earning might be more, people will be less, so competition will be less, and less education
true,
can get me more money. So ultimately, money is
true, true,
yeah, that
true,
interests
true.
people.
But the only problem is, will you get a job by doing blockchain now?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be realistic here, as you mentioned before.
Yes.
Let's be realistic here. I would suggest you start with JavaScript, make projects, go for Ethereum because Ethereum uses Solidity, which is based on JavaScript. Go for Ethereum, and you can get into blockchain. But have a long-term goal. Don't think after 2 weeks or 3 months or 3 weeks you can actually get into blockchain. It will take some time. So start with freelancing. Start with JavaScript. Do some freelancing work. Learn Ethereum, and then you can get into blockchain field.
And anything about Python or anything? Do you suggest any of them?
Python is hot. It's just that we have less domains where we use Python. So if you want to get into machine learning, then go for Python. But apart from that, I would suggest go for JavaScript or Java.
Where will I get from there?
In JavaScript,
Yeah, with JavaScript and then Ethereum, where will I get that? Where will I get? What jobs will I get? What type of jobs?
you will get a job as Ethereum developer. So you will be into the blockchain space.
Okay. That's,
Yeah. So
and
what I will be doing is from next week or next 2 weeks, I will be also starting the Ethereum series.
yeah.
So JavaScript and Ethereum will be learning in parallel.
So my programming knowledge is zero till now. You can consider that, and I can start with JavaScript and then to Ethereum, and
Surely,
that
the
would be.
way I'm making videos now for JavaScript is anyone can learn it. Even if you don't know any programming language, you can learn that.
Yeah,
It's just that
one
you have to
small
practice more. Yeah, please go
Yeah,
on. Go on.
I'll do that. I'll do that. One small question more,
Yeah.
and actually, I want to buy a system. I want to buy a laptop. So,
Okay.
do you suggest anything? Means I'm moving towards more of the gaming laptops, but I do not play games or anything like that. So even now, I have a borrowed laptop. I'm working my office work on that borrowed laptop.
I don't play games, but I'm using a gaming machine. Okay, that's how thing works now. So for developers, see, we don't have machines specifically for developers. Okay, what you can do is you can buy a gaming machine because it can run anything. If you want to get into blockchain, because see, I have multiple machines here for different
Nice.
purpose. I have a Mac here. I have this machine. I have a desktop. The thing is, which one? Yeah, we
Too
have
many
actually we
options.
have two machines on Asus. The best thing about gaming machine is it can run anything. The moment I run a blockchain software or blockchain platform on my MacBook, it get hang. Okay, I can actually hear the fan noise from the MacBook, which is not frequent. Okay, but gaming machine can run anything. So best choice would be, if you can carry a machine, always buy
I
a
can.
gaming machine because they
Yeah,
are
I can.
bulky, difficult to carry, but they are very stable. So the thing is, if you buy a laptop with the same budget, let's say your budget is 50,000 rupees,
Yeah.
and if you choose two machines, one is a gaming machine and one is a normal laptop,
Mhm.
they both will say they are both i5, but the gaming machine will have H at the end, the CPU will have H at the end, and the normal laptop will have U at the end, which is ultra
Yeah,
boost. So you
yeah.
will
High
consume
performing.
less battery. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. So you will consume less battery. It will also give you less power, less performance. On the other hand, H will give you higher performance. It will eat the battery,
yeah,
but we need performance. So best
yeah.
would be
We.
go for get your budget and go for any gaming machine. Asus is my favorite because it is not giving me any issue as of now.
Yeah.
I had some bad
Thank you.
experience with Acer, but Asus is great.
Thank you so much for having me with you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank you so
sure, I
much.
will I will send you a affiliated link for this machine, and you can buy from that link.
Sure,
I
that
will
would be
get some
helpful.
commission.
That would be really helpful. I'll surely purchase from that.
Oh, okay, okay. I was
Thank you for
kidding.
having me.
Okay, yeah. Same here,
Thank you,
same
sir.
here. Thank you, Naveen. Okay. Next we got
Yeah,
Subbarao. Hey, hi
yeah,
Subbarao.
yeah. Hi, Naveen.
I love your
I'm
hairstyle.
very like I'm very excited. I have you can say like I'm feeling like I'm talking with a celebrity.
I'm not a celebrity. I'm a normal teacher.
Yeah, but my currently I'm working as a like in software engineer from past 4 years. So in the Java
Okay.
domain, like with Java, Spring Boot, Hibernate, with all these technologies, I'm working in SQL and all. But in
Okay.
like as of now 4 years, but it's okay. But in going future, like if I experience getting increased, I should my profile should get weightage, right? So what else I can learn to make my Java profile more weightage?
Two things: microservices and cloud, and
Yeah,
you're good.
microservices. Even microservices I'm working now, and what
Oh, that's
cloud means
great.
what exactly
AWS.
means cloud? Like
Learn
AWS
AWS.
also we have. Okay, in AWS also we have I think two different things. Right? One is like infrastructure side, and one is like coding side, like Lambda
Right.
using Lambdas, DynamoDB, all these things.
Right. Right.
So
So,
I need to get into
yeah.
which one?
So look at your company profile. I mean, what your company is working on. Learn those technologies. Example, let's say if your company is using Lambda, you have to upgrade that. Uh, Apart from that, you already are into a lot of things, right? You know Java, you know Spring, you know microservices, you have learned cloud, but explore more on cloud. Okay, so maybe you can get cloud. You can make your own applications deployed on multiple modules on the cloud. AWS cloud, maybe you can use Lambda for serverless computing. You can explore CodeStar. I don't know if you heard about it, CodeStar.
No, no,
So you can
no.
explore that as well. So CodeStar is actually a pipeline where you can directly make a project and deploy it with the AWS pipeline, which is code pipeline,
Okay,
which they say.
okay.
You can explore that as well. And there will be a time where you can actually move from the web domain to other domains. Example, you can also get into blockchain. I don't know why, but I'm promoting
Like
blockchain a lot
I
nowadays.
feel,
But
yeah, blockchain and whatever this machine learning, I feel like I'm moving to completely different path. Is it right or not? Like currently
see,
I'm
the thing
in
is,
Java coding. Mm,
even in blockchain, we have the same thing, right? We have Java developers who make Java applications. See, blockchain will not change everything. It will just change the way you save data. So the entire
okay.
stack will remain same. The front will remain same. The middle tier will remain same. It will be still Spring and Java. The backend, the way you store data will get changed. Instead of storing
Mm,
data directly in the database, you will store on the blockchain.
okay.
So it's a good upgrade.
And in
And
AWS,
and
what kind of
one more thing, one more thing. There is an advantage of learning blockchain now because uh, most of the companies they are moving towards blockchain and they're not looking for freshers. They're looking for someone who
okay,
has industry experience in Java. So you can
okay.
explore Hyperledger Fabric or Coda.
What is source, like source? Where can I learn blockchain?
You can learn the basics from, of course, our channel. That's the first step. And
Yeah.
second, once you learn the basics, go for documentations. That should be the best thing
Okay.
because we don't have enough resources and good resources available now.
Okay. I think in AWS the certifications, right? Like AWS cloud partition, like that. So what kind of
Mhm.
certification will suit for a developer? I mean, I there are so many.
Need to check that. I have not seen the certification recently for AWS, but I guess when you go to their website, they mention everything in which field you are, and based on that, they will filter the certifications for you. So try that. Go to
Okay.
AWS certifications, and you can filter based on the your current profile.
Okay. One more thing, like if you want to settle in like big companies like Microsoft, Google, Amazon as a developer,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what kind of workaround we have to do back end? Like even for me, if I say like even I will not get a call from those companies. Like
Okay, the thing is, every big company is not depend upon one stack. So, example, let's talk about Microsoft itself. They are using multiple technologies. It's not that they're just using JavaScript or Java or C Sharp. They have multiple projects
hmm,
to. They have multiple stacks. So, whatever stack you are into, let's say Java, make sure that you know everything about it, and apply for the jobs. You should get
okay,
opportunity. At least you will get the interview, and then when you fail in the interview, you
learn
can
from.
prepare yourself better. Yeah. And failing is very
Yeah.
important.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. If you have any plan to do videos on like AWS, lambdas and all.
Not as of now. Not as of now. As I mentioned before, I have some other stuff to complete. Maybe after that, I will surely try.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me.
Thanks, Subhara, for joining. Yeah, my
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Okay, next we have Anant and Jyoti. So let me get Anant here. Yeah, hi Anant.
Yeah, hi Naveen.
You look like a South Indian actor. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've seen this face somewhere. Some South Indian. Maybe someone in these comments suggests that he looks like a South Indian actor. Yes, Anand, go on.
Yeah, Naveen. Actually, I have 8 years of experience. My question is like, I got H1B on 2019. Due to
Mhm.
pandemic, I'm not able to travel to US actually, and my H1 will expire on 2022. So
Okay,
it's like we don't have a chance to travel till December, right? So maybe like
right.
8 to 9 months only I have time. Meanwhile, I
Hmm.
got a few offers like around 15 to 16 LPA. My current salary is 7.7 only. Still, I'm able to
Okay.
get to 15 to 16 LPA. So currently, I'm in dilemma whether I have to go with the package or still wait for the travel actually.
It's actually very subjective, you know. Example, I always wanted to work in India itself. I don't have any options. I mean, I don't want to go to US to work. Yes, we do get good package there as well. So that's subjective. So if you really want to go to US and explore different opportunities, you should wait for it. But if going to US and work there is not the main thing here, then I think you should get the job here itself with the whatever package you're getting.
Yeah, actually, my doubt is like visa will expire in 3 years, right? So still haven't traveled. So will the visa expiry count or it will extend like out like 3 years more?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about the visa stuff.
Okay. Actually,
Yeah.
I like your course. Actually, I learned Node.js from your course, and also seeing the JavaScripts also.
Okay.
Recently, I saw the data types part two also. So I
Right.
felt like what I have learned in all these years. Actually, the way of
Oh,
explanation is very excellent also.
oh, thank you so much. In fact, I wanted to get the feedback on the JavaScript course because this is something I'm doing for the first time, JavaScript. So I just want to know from everyone how is the. I mean, I just want to know the feedback. Is it going good or something you want? Because the videos, the length of the videos is high this time because Python videos got
Yeah.
5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, but the videos for JavaScript is going for 10, 15, 20 minutes. So just want to know the feedback. How is it?
Yeah, from my side, it's excellent only.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Maybe you're saying that because you are the screen. It should be anonymous, right? The vote should be anonymous so that you
Yeah.
can be great. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Anand.
Yeah. Thank you,
And
Naveen. Nice talking to you.
yeah, same here, same here. Get those questions from somewhere about the H1 visa. I'm not sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Naveen.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. And next we have is Jyoti. Hey, hi, Jyoti.
Hi Naveen.
Where are you from?
I am from Faridabad.
Faridabad. That's great. That's great. Your question.
Yes, actually, I'm a Java developer with 4 years plus of experience. But
Okay.
till now, what I feel is I'm quite demotivated.
Why? Why so?
Because yeah, the reason is I have worked with three organizations, but I still feel every time I have to start new technologies. But again, it's like key. I just get fed up of favoritism and politics. So now I am at a point where I know changing jobs is not gonna help me. So I need to have some specialization. I really don't know whether earlier it was T-shaped skills and now it's pie-shaped skills. So I am quite confused whether it's IT sector is for me or not. Personally, if I tell you, I have been uh, like uh, like everybody. I used to be very intelligent till school, but then when you come to this practical world, you tend to do not have the good management of time plus the opportunities, the right time, and grabbing the opportunities. So I am quite confused right now whether I mean what I mean. If I say I'm sorry, let me complete.
No problem.
so
Take your time. Take your time.
if I tell you that being a Java developer for 4 years and still I'm not confident of taking the big challenges of all alone because working in product based companies is quite different. So
True.
I just wondered if you can help me with some.
Okay. First of all, welcome to the real world, Jyoti. So that's the thing. We from our childhood we have been taught in a different way. We always have a look at this world in a what do you say in a very good way. We always feel people will help you, they will support you, but that's not the thing how industry works. And since you are facing that from last 4 years, yes, there's a favoritism in the companies. They have a groupism. There's a politics. So one thing I have observed, in fact, when I was working for the company, this is the same thing happened. It's not just in the company, everywhere, even in the society where you live in. Everywhere we have favoritism and groupism. So one thing is try to improve your soft skills. Okay, you're not facing technical difficulties here. You're facing people difficulty. Improve your soft skills, know how to talk to people, how to manage them. Even if you don't want to be a part of a group, at least they should not hate you. They should not be. They should welcome you. Okay, that's something I have learned. How do you? get welcomed in a group, even if you don't want to be part of that group. At least just for the at least for your work, you can be a part of that group. Next, in terms of technology, I would say T-shape still works. You should be master of all and sorry, not jack of all and master of one. Do some expertise in Java. So if you're into Java domain, upgrade yourself to microservices and I mean, be someone no one can compete with. I know it's
Yeah.
difficult to master this skill set, but you have to what you say. You have to be determined. You have to say, hey, I have 1 week now. I have to learn this technology. It doesn't matter how much you can learn in 1 week, but set that time limit. In this week, I want to finish this stuff. I want to finish this stuff and complete that. Once you get enough skills, the confidence will grow. Okay, that it will come out directly. The best way to solve or the best way to go out of depression or lack of motivation is to work. Let me give you my personal experience from last 1 year. I'm not sure if you follow this channel from always,
I
but
do.
from
I
last
do.
1 year, the number of oh, thank you so much. From last 1 year, the number of videos on this channel is very less. If you compare that with 2018, 19, 2020 was a year for me where I have not uploaded most of the videos. I can give you a lot of excuses, but deep down, I knew I don't have enough motivation to make videos. Now I am coming back. It's not because someone motivated me, it's just that I wanted to do it. I wanted to come out of that thing. And the best way to do that is to start working. And that's why I started going live, I started uploading videos, and now I'm back. I'm uploading more videos now. So the best way to come out of demotivation is to start working.
Okay, okay, okay. One last question, please.
Yeah,
Mm,
please go on.
like in the start of the session, you said first find out what excites you and what you love the most. So,
Right.
like being a developer, so you have to say yes to every technology, and without trying, you can't say it will be interesting for me. So this is
True.
what I have been doing. I have been learning Python now, and I have learned many technologies, but I do not have industrial experience because the way they are working in the company, I have to follow that, and the technologies used there. So I'll be getting to work there only. So I'm
Right.
not working for freelancing or some open source anything. So
Right.
it's like to enhance my skills. How can I uh, the right input into the right field? I mean the right resources. I have been learning from Udemy, but it's just like after without practicing that, and after 4 months, it's just like you are starting from scratch. You forget that.
Right. That's the thing with technology. So when in fact, I have made a lot of videos on this channel, right? But now, if you
Yes.
ask me about one of the video, let's say you pick up a video from Scala or Kotlin. At this point, I don't remember what those technologies are and how do you code in Kotlin or Scala. It's just that because I'm not working on those domains. So even if you learn something new, you have to keep working on that domain. And even after 1 month, even 4 months is a big gap for me. Even in 1 month, if I'm not into that domain, I lose all the concepts. Second, if you want to contribute, you have answered that itself. When you learn something new, and if you want to make real projects, start contributing to the open source or do freelancing projects. But don't
So
jump around multiple technologies. That's one thing. I mean, I do suggest for everyone, as you mentioned, if you have not learned the basics, how can you say you don't enjoy it, right? So that's the best thing. Maybe you can learn different technologies, maybe 3 to 4, by spending maybe 2 weeks on that technology, and you will get the gist what that technology is. Are you enjoying it? But if you choose one, make sure that you do a mastery in that. So maybe if you
you will,
learn,
yes, last question, please. Will it be good to be a certified developer, or maybe let's say now Java itself is having so many versions. So get working with Java 8 version and getting certified with Java 8. But now we have moved to Java 15, I guess. So will
yeah.
it be a good choice investing your time and energy into
No,
that?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Certifications, in fact, from last 10 years. In 2010, that was the end of certifications, at least for the programming languages. Now certification
Yeah.
works for technologies, maybe cloud technologies or blockchain technology. So something which is very new needs certifications. But old technology like programming languages, it's something you should know. There is no certification required as of now. You can show your skills by making projects. So they don't actually treat certifications the way they used to do that 10 years back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for answering all my
Yeah.
queries. It's such a great
Uh,
pleasure.
yeah, same here, Jyoti. Thank you so much for joining. And stay motivated.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. So we got a super chat from Deepak. Do UI UX designer have a good future developer? Of course, why not? Uh, okay, as a developer, do you have? Okay, now that's a tricky. I thought as a designer. Yeah, so it is tricky. The thing is, this is my observation. Yeah, a lot of people say you should be full stack developer, but can you really be a good full stack developer? Some people are great with front end, some people are great with back end because we have a different mindset. Front end people are more creative, back end people are more logical, right? So because I cannot work on front end because I'm not that creative. I can make websites, I can design them, but if you compare that with someone who is into web designing, they have a creative mindset. For me, I am a logical mindset, and you can't do both. Okay, you can't just sit around there and say, "Hey, I can make a website now. I'm working on a backend, and now I want to be creative in the front end." It's difficult. You can do both, but you can't be master of both. That's one thing I've observed. Maybe there are some people who are what do you say? They are odd men out here, but that's my observation. You can be a good developer and you can be a great designer, but you can't be both great in designing and coding at the same time. Again, that's my personal observation. Okay, last one. Who is there? Please add me. I can see a lot of people are saying add, add, add. Let me just get someone who said from the start. We got Siddharth. Where's Siddharth? Hey, hi Siddharth. Just a second, Siddharth.
Yes, yes, sure, sir.
Sorry. Okay, there's a question from Akhilesh. How do YouTubers learn so many technologies? Okay, should I answer that? Okay,
Hello,
we'll answer
sir.
that later. Yeah, hi Siddharth.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing good, sir. It's a long time. I mean, I just shifted from Bangalore to my hometown, Odisha. So
Okay.
I just following you long since long time, and I'm following you in terms of my Insta or YouTube, everything. Okay, I
Oh,
drop a lot of
that's great.
private messages, sir. You don't believe I send to private messages also to answer my career goals and questions. I'm pretty much
Okay.
you can say scared about my future goal, and I have a lot of questions to ask you. I don't know is this the correct key or the right time to ask you all those questions, but to short term, I have a couple of questions I need to clarify. I
Yeah,
drop an
please go on.
email. Okay, so thing is that I'm into Dell technology now. I'm in Bangalore, Dell technology. So my work is like operational goals, operational work actually, and it is I'm working on a SQL database only. So
Okay.
there is no any technical like programming language I'm using, but some part of automation, VBA, Excel automation I'm doing. But now
Okay.
I'm just moving forward towards any programming or something. But I'm confused. What should I do? And I mean I'm into Python actually. I just want to do Python and just make my career goal in Python. Just sir, please help me out. And now, what should I learn? If I learn Python, what Django or what exactly is going to help me out?
Okay. So you want to get into development, right? And you are into database
Automation.
now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So if you want to get into the web development and you want to go for Python, so learn Python, then learn Django,
Okay.
and make applications. I mean, it's very straightforward. If you want to be into IT and if you liked Python, have you learned Python language?
I just started, sir. No, not yet. I just following your videos,
Okay.
one videos. Yeah.
Yeah, then that's great. Complete the Python series first. Learn Django as well, because in Django, what I did is I also made a simple project. If you make that project by yourself, I mean, I have showed you how do you use the template from online and to make your own website. Try that. It will give you enough confidence to make another project. And once you do that, you can apply for jobs. And if you have the skill set now.
There, yeah, there are a lot of opportunity in my internal team. Okay,
Mhm.
so thing is that, sir, I just talked to one institute just last week, I think. So they just suggest me
Mhm.
why you going for Django instead of
Mhm.
Django. You can go to some. They suggest me some Flex something to design the user interface
Flask.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
Flash.
yeah, right.
So how is it,
Yeah, both
sir?
are good actually. Both are good. What I heard about Flask is it is good for API creations. Uh, I think you should start with Django first, complete Django, and try to learn Flask as well. They're almost similar. Once you know one web framework, it's easier to learn second one as well. So
Okay.
looking at the market, I feel Django has a bigger market compared to Flask. But you can learn
Yeah.
both. There is no harm in that. You don't
So
have to
it's not
choose one.
okay. Thank you, sir. And it's not specific for web development. I just want to be a part of like automation by using Python.
Okay.
Okay, so Python will be better. And what else I do need to learn CSS, JavaScript, or HTML something?
If you don't want to get into web development, then you don't have to learn HTML, CSS. See, those are good to have skills.
Yeah.
If you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, it will help you for a long run. There might be a
Okay.
situation where they will ask you to make a website, and if you don't know the front end, you feel demotivated because even if you know the back end, if you don't know the front end, it's a demotivation. So it's a good to have skills. So learn Python, do automation work. There's amazing book on automation for Python. I forgot the name. Something with automation 50 projects. I forgot the book name.
Yeah, please. It will
Just
be help me out.
just a second.
Sure.
It has a robotic logo. Yeah, automate the boring stuff with Python.
Okay, automated the boring stuff with Python. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good book to actually learn about Python automation.
Okay, thank you. Answer one more question. This is out of programming. Just want to take a small view. Since I'm a
Yeah, go on.
working professional, I am a working professional. I just work in afternoon 12 o'clock. You can say till 9 or 8 o'clock. In between that, I have to spend. Give 8 or 9 hours per day.
Okay.
And weekend is Saturday, Sunday is off. So how can I manage? I don't understand. I'm confused. How can I practice all those Python and all?
That's a global problem. So that
Yes, yes.
we don't have enough time to learn those new skills. In fact, earlier as also mentioned that you have to create a schedule. This is what you have to follow every day. Let's say get up at 7 a.m. Doesn't matter what's
Okay.
the situation. Get up at 7 a.m. Get ready by 8:30. So you have 1.5 hours. You can do all the chores, and then after that, specify. Let's say next 2 hours I will do nothing but improve my skills. Only 2 hours a day, or maybe 1.5 hours a day. But it should be a time when you will not get disturbed by anyone, not even your phone, because that's one of the biggest distraction you can have with you while learning. Keep your phone aside.
Great.
Even when I learn, I have this tendency. The moment I am learning something, I have a phone with me. I will open that. I will check my YouTube comments. I will check my Instagram. I will check my LinkedIn. That's a human tendency. Keep that phone aside and spend that 1.5 hour only for learning. And I feel 1.5 hour is a good amount of time to improve your skills. So don't have to take 3 to 4 hours a day. 1.5 hour or 2 hour will be enough. But it should be a time, let's say every day 9 to 11, I will not do anything else, but this is what I will learn. And the entire day you can do whatever you want. I mean your office work or you want to enjoy, but don't lose those 2 hours daily.
Thank you so much for your time, sir, and really appreciate that. And last one question, sir. You just
Yeah.
mentioned a couple of videos. You just mentioned, do the freelancing. So see, I'm just moving forward to doing Python. So
Right.
I will do the coding. Okay. So how I will get the hand-on job experience, and from where I will get the project to do that?
Uh, See, freelancing work is not something which you get on the first go. You need to have your profile with freelancing website, maybe freelancer.com or Upwork or Fiverr. When you go there, you have to create your profile and build some projects for free. So there's an option of free projects as well. So get a requirement and give them the free project. You will not earn
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
but you will get the
I just want to do
experience.
some free projects, sir. Just for the good experience. Just want to start with the free project.
Yeah, you can get the requirement from these websites. So make a project, give it to them. Even if they say, there are some requirements where they mention the amount as well. So what you can tell them is you can give this project to anyone else for the amount and also give me the project for free. I mean, I will not charge you. And
Correct.
based on, even they will get the project from someone who they are paying to, and they will get
Mm-hmm.
the project from you as well. And then they can compare which project they like. So the
Uh-huh.
advantage would be you're doing it for free and for them, and the advantage for you, you're building a real project.
Okay, great. As it was a nice talk to you, sir. Thank you so much. And I am also going to be good relationship with you long time and across my colleagues, friends, everybody. Everybody. I'm happy to approach them. Just move on here. Just subscribe this
Yeah.
and just like these videos. Everything I do that. In my
Oh, thank you
friend
so
circle
much.
also. No, you don't believe. Recently, what happened is my in my team they said let's go for a training. I said, hey, don't
Yeah.
waste money, just get this link and just once, don't subscribe, don't like, but once go to that videos at least. Once you go into it, no, then definitely you are going to click on that red button. I told them.
Oh, thank you
No,
so
no,
much.
it's very deep knowledge. I am pretty much happy with that. Recently that lady you spoke, Jyoti, so
Hmm.
her question was seriously, it was honest questions in terms of corporate level, and everything she was answered is very nicely. I was expecting the same thing also, but it was answered properly. Thank you so
Oh,
much,
thank you
sir.
so much. Thank you so much.
Nice to talk to you, sir. See you
Yeah,
soon,
same here,
and
same
talk
here,
to you soon, sir.
same. Sure, sure.
Take
Thank
care
you,
and be
Siddharth.
safe. Take care. Be safe, sir.
You too. This is for everyone. Be safe, okay? The situation is very critical now. Okay, and one thing, if you have observed, everyone, we have so many people who are experienced developers in Java joining the session today. Maybe this is a day of Java. Okay, we got a very big question here. It will take 2 minutes for me to read that question. And the question is, hi sir, I have a question. I am having around 3.5 years of experience, and that was into different role, automation engineer, ETL developer, currently working in Guidewire. Actually, I'm interested in embedded systems. A good way to start with one of, okay, this. And 4 minutes to do. Okay, I'm very bad with questions, reading the questions on the screen. I'm actually interested in embedded systems. It's a good, yeah, of course, it's a good way to start. Embedded systems has a very big market. In fact, all the IoT devices which you buy nowadays, the smart fridge, smart washing machines, smart ACs, it has a good future. You can go with that. Okay, we got a super chat from Chaudhary. Are you from Andhra? No, I am from Telangana, but I am born and brought up in Mumbai. Okay, last one to add. Okay, which is that? Who is that? Ganesh. Where is Ganesh? Let me get Ganesh on this screen. Let me also get Dinesh on this screen. Okay, just a second, just a second. Yeah, we got Ganesh, Dinesh. Rhymings are done. Let me also get Saurav, Kushal. You all have 1 minute to ask a question. I'm very tired now. Okay. Who else is remaining? Who has not asked the question? Yeah, I guess we're done. Let's go on with your questions. We'll start with you, Ganesh.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Can you hear me? Sir, good evening. Can you hear me?
Where are you? You're saying good morning. You're in US now?
Sorry, sorry. No, no, no. I'm in Telangana right now.
You just got up. Okay. Good morning. Good evening.
Okay. Uh, I'm in fourth year right now.
Okay.
Um, See, I want to go on. I want to start my career in cybersecurity. But recently, what I have found when choosing my major project is I found no one for my no one for to join in my project. Means everybody was doing machine learning,
Right.
so I had to do the project alone. So I want to go for masters for cybersecurity, but I was scared that I will have no resources or not nor can I have any direction to go on, nor somebody else to ask to. Means I can find nobody to in means for help or to for suggestions in cybersecurity.
That's the
So
best thing, Ganesh. The thing is, when you don't have enough resources, that's the best thing to learn because see, everyone is doing machine learning now. So it's a great technology, but not everyone has to go for machine learning. There is other fields where you have to focus on. Uh,
yes,
so if you are interested in cybersecurity, just go for it. You have enough resources. That's right. We don't have the exact resource the way we have for machine learning now, but you do have enough resources. Now, once you go for your MS, of course, it will be part of your curriculum. You will be getting good guides there to help you out, and you will be having a good future. The thing is, we don't have enough people who are into cybersecurity, so there's less competition, and you will be getting a good package. Okay, so if you're interested, just go for it. Don't think otherwise.
okay, sir. Where can I get the exposure? Means for means is there any some sort of groups or some sort of where I can get exposure for cybersecurity?
Okay, so first of all, join the public groups online who are working in cybersecurity. Maybe you can join Slack channels or Discord channels or Stack Overflow group or worst way Facebook group. So join the people who are into cybersecurity space. Talk to them, see what they are doing. In fact, everyone is very helpful in the world of tech. You know, the moment you want some help, they will guide you and
Okay, sir.
work on those guidance and you're good to go. You are still in your BTech, right? Don't worry much. Just keep
Yeah,
learning.
but
You
okay,
still
sir.
have 2 to 3 years to get into the market, the actual industry market.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Yeah, great. And it's a good thing you started early.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Thank you, Ganesh. Next, we have, let's say, Dinesh. Hey, hi, Dinesh. I
Good
can only
evening,
see
sir.
half of your face.
Good evening, sir. So I'm like
Good evening.
studying class 12 right now, and I've learned Python for like it's been 2 years because it was in our curriculum too.
Hmm.
But now I'm like I started Django series, and I really get used to it, but I don't know what to do now because I don't like CSS. I don't like to. I don't have creative ideas for front end developing. As you said, no one can be
Same
expert
here.
in
Same
that
here.
part.
Yeah.
And I can get the logic, but now I've started because I have not solved that much problems, and I've started hacker rank from last week, and I'm taking like 6 to 8 topics right now per day to establish my skills for programming, coding, and I'm stuck in everything because I don't like to code for Django, and I don't know what to do because I've not learned data structures and algorithm because people say that learning data structures from Python is like quite you should not do so because you have to go for
Right.
C++, and our curriculum started with Python, and I now should I shift the language or what should I do? I'm confused with that.
Okay. So you know Python and okay. See, it's not that you should not be doing data structures with Python. The thing is, we don't have enough resources who teach data structures with Python. But if you look at the concepts, data structures is data structures, doesn't matter which language you implement in. So I would still suggest learn data structures. Okay, it's not something which is optional. Data structure is something everyone should know. Yeah, it depends upon the mastery you want to achieve. Right. Next, about your front end skills. Not everyone is good with front end skills. You can learn them, but you have to be creative if you want to succeed. But then you don't have to be expert, right? Maybe you can learn the basics. So let's say if you join a team, in a team you will be having someone good with backend, someone good with front end. So as I mentioned before, you should be jack of all and master of one. So if you are learning front end, back end, everything, you should be jack of all, but mastery should be back end because you love back end. You don't love the front end part. Someone who is into designing front end, they can learn everything. They can also learn back end. But then They know backend, but the mastery is front end, right? So don't get scared looking at CSS, HTML. They are scary for some people, but you have to spend your time learning new technologies. You don't have a choice. You can't simply say, I know Python, the job is done. You have to learn the surrounding technologies. Maybe at some point you have to learn how do you deploy the application. At some point you might have to learn Android as well. You have a website, you don't have an app, so why not, right? So keep learning those technologies.
Sir, so should I go for competitive programming too from Python right now? Because I'm just in class 12, so I have lots of time to invest there and go for other framework of Pythons to like automation, AI. Shall I put my mind there too, or only for backend development should I carry out right now? If I
Actually, the problem is you are in 12th and you have so much of time, so much of time to get into industry. At this point, I would suggest learn a language. Maybe if you have enough time, also learn C language. It's not that you have to work on C for a long time, but you will get a different perspective. Python and C, there are two different ways of learning stuff. Python is everything is easy, right? C, everything is very structured. When you learn C, it will help you. You can also do competitive programming in C. In future, maybe after 1 or 2 years, you can get into machine learning. And there is no harm in learning machine learning now as well. So what I would suggest is learn C language, do some more competitive programming since you have enough time, and after few weeks or months, you can start with machine learning course. See if you enjoy it. The problem is we don't know if you choose a technology, will you enjoy it or not. And at this point, you have so much of time, you can actually explore all the technologies around you. So explore machine learning, explore blockchain, and see what you like,
Sir,
and
so
then get
now
started.
to see right now, or like some more things to learn from Python and then shift to
How
C++.
much Python you know?
So I've done your all the series of years of Python and Django. I know a little bit, but when I start to code Django, I get fluctuated in my mind. So I just dropped
Okay, so
that.
you have to spend some more time in Python then.
Uh,
Maybe build a small project, something like a game where maybe a number guessing game, or the way you how can you fetch data from the internet, something like that. Build something. It will give you confidence.
some projects related.
Yeah, some projects.
And so after learning like Django, your videos and should I make more projects and or go for uh, problem solving skills or make projects?
Uh, Start with problem solving skills. Once you know how to solve a problem, it will help you in the projects as well. But then don't go very deep in that. I've seen people they get addicted to computer programming and they simply spend their life in competitive programming. They don't actually work on real projects. So don't get addicted because it's an addiction actually. Doing competitive programming, every day you want to solve new problems, and then you want to be on the top of the ranking. Don't get addicted. Do it for fun. Do it for your learning, but not for addiction.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Great.
much, sir.
Next we have is Saurav. Hi, Saurav.
Hi, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My question is how is .NET and can I later switch to Spring Boot?
No, there are two extreme stuff. If you want to move to Spring Boot, go to Spring Boot directly. There's only one reason to learn .NET now if you are working in a company who uses Microsoft. But apart from that, .NET is not going anywhere. Uh, I mean, as per my knowledge, I'm not sure most of the companies that they're using or not. But if you want to move to Spring Boot, just go for it. Don't, because there are two extreme stuff. Once you get into .NET, it will be difficult for you to move towards Java. So if ultimately you want to get into Spring Boot, why not start now?
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir.
That was your question. That was quick. That was quick. Yeah, thank you so much, Saurav, for coming live. Okay, we got last Kushal.
Hi Naveen sir, thanks for having me
Yeah,
here.
hi. Yeah, same here.
So, shall
By
I
the way, I
just
love that green
start now?
background. What is that?
Oh, that's just the artificial grass.
Oh, in your room.
Yeah,
Oh, I should do that. I love it. Think now,
yeah, it's the
artificial
cheapest
grass.
solution available.
Yes, Kushal. Go with your question.
Like, so, sir, this question is more for my friend who, with whom I actually invested my 2 years in learning machine learning, JavaScript,
Okay.
and some front-end technologies. And
Hmm.
we have given significant time to all of the technologies and completed like uh, good end-to-end projects. So the major concern is she is from biology background and she has done BSc. And over
Okay.
the last 2 years, she has learned Python, AI, machine learning, deep learning with the mathematics, statistics, JavaScript, jQuery, and a lot more. But one
Right.
thing which we always are scared about is whether her degree will be a obstruction in getting a job into, let's say, FANG in future, or in the initial phase if she wants to apply for some startups. Uh, what could be the best opportunity for her, whether to like learn some nano degree, like join some nano degree, or to get some master's degree in computer applications or something, or something else? Like, what would you like to guide best for her?
If you are not joining, I mean, first of all, that's a great thing. Going from biology to IT. In fact, I have seen someone. One of my friend, Monica, is was in which degree? Not sure. Sir. Okay, so one of my friends, she has done something else. I don't remember the degree now, and she got into IT. The only thing is, if you are applying for a big company, like maybe service-based companies, they will filter out based on the degrees because they get so many inquiries, right? They get so many resumes. They filter those resumes based on degrees. But the startups, they don't look at your degree at all. What they look at, do you have a skill set to work here? Degree is the last thing they check. If you have a skill set, they will not mind hiring you based on your degree, right? So there's only one drawback for people who are coming from a different field. Even if you learn all the new technologies, the base technologies is something you miss. Example, when you do a degree in IT, you learn about networking, you learn about databases, you learn about everything in a small amount, and those small amounts are important. So I would suggest her to learn these basic technologies because when you go for the interviews, they will target her on these topics because they know she have learned about machine learning, she has learned about JavaScript, so they will target her the basic concepts. What about networking? They will ask questions about the packets, IP packets, how that works, how TCP/IP works. So try to learn those things as well. So degree is not an obstruction for startups at least.
So then, let's say if she gets around 3 to 4 years of experience, and if she wants to move into some product companies, is it even possible? Or
Yes, it is. It is. Degree is not a big factor. Those days are gone. At least in a tech world, degree is not that important.
all
But
right,
still, if she wants, just to be confident, while she's working for a startup for 2 to 3 years, you can also get your master degree. Uh, that will be helpful for two reasons. One, it will give you confidence. At least you have some certificate with you if you want to jump to a different company. And second, the company where you're jumping to will also be having some confidence.
yes, sir, sure,
Yeah. So you
yeah,
can get
that was
online
my
degrees
question,
as
sir.
well. There are so many master degrees coming up now, so you can try
Like,
for
is
it.
this upgrade and things like, are these worth it to get degrees from them, or Audacity nano degree or
Uh,
something?
Audacity degrees are worthful, but not sure about all the Indian brands at least. Everyone is
Okay,
trying to earn money. That's the main motto.
right,
It's all
sure,
money
sir.
making
Yeah,
business. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Kushal, for joining.
yeah. Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah.
So yeah, we are reaching towards 2 hours. Oh, okay. What is my qualification? I've completed my 10th standard with 59 percentage. Okay. Yeah, I've done my master's in IT. MSc in IT. Okay. But is it worth doing masters? No, that should be the next question, right? I don't think so. Get a job, start working on the projects. So that's it, everyone. That's it from this live session. See you next time. Bye bye, everyone. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. And I know I'm not able to answer all the questions, but it's 2 hours. I'm tired. Bye bye.